For 25 years, Victory Field has been home to America's pastime. It has felt like a lifetime since we last rallied together at the corner of West and Maryland over 600 days ago. But the wait is over. We're excited to welcome baseball back to the Circle City with you. Tradition is here. Victory lives here. And we will always be here because this is home.
Swung on, there she goes, deep to left field. In there, strike three, cold.
Tucker dives, spins around from his knees.
Way back, and there it goes.
Good evening, everybody. Howard Kellman, Shane Ryder, My Indy TV, and this is Indianapolis Indians baseball. And tonight, the Indianapolis Indians host the Memphis Redbirds in the fourth of a six-game series. It's a red-hot Indians team, Shane.
It certainly is, Howard. They have won a season-high 5 straight ball games, back-to-back quality starts. Bo Sulser on Wednesday night. Cody Ponce, 7 innings of one-run baseball last night. Now Max Kranick will try and follow suit here in Game 4 of this 6-game series. Indy 6-1 win on both Tuesday and Wednesday night. 3-2 and 11 innings, our longest game of the year last night. Played a little extra baseball, but it all panned out as Wilmer Defoe in his Indians debut lined a single in the center, and Hunter Owen, who had replaced Will Craig as a pinch runner, raced around third, dove across home plate for the winning run, and Indy, at the worst, has a series split.
The first pitch of the game from Max Kranick to Scott Hurst is a fastball in there, strike one. We're underway from Victory Field in the capital city. Kranick off the stretch. Now he winds in his pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball, strike two. Hurst batting .208.
Max Kranick this year making his 4th start for Indy, 7th overall. He started the year down in Double-A with the Altoona Curve, where he went 1-0 in those 3 outings, had a .402 ERA for the Curve.
And his fastball wasted high and away, ball one. The lights are on at this beautiful downtown ballpark at the corner of West and Maryland. Our 25th anniversary season. 1-2 pitch. Strike three called. Fastball in there, one away.
Picks up where he left off in his last start down in Nashville last Saturday. 5 innings scoreless. Allowed 1 hit. Walked 3 and struck out 9. We get a look at the Redbirds starting lineup. You just saw Scott Hurst go down looking. Kramer Robertson now to bat, a leadoff home run last night. John Nagowski at first base to hit third.
As Robertson stands in, and a fastball pulled on the ground. That's a fair ball into the left field corner. It'll be at least a double. Alford will pick it up. And Robertson, who hit one between Owen and the bag, has a double. And like last night, he gets off to a good start in the first inning. It is his 6th double. Came in with a .231 batting average. You see Owen playing in. He had no chance at all, even though that ball was not hit very hard. Now John Nagowski, hitting .240, 3 homers, 14 RBIs. 1 out. Robertson at second. And a fastball in there, strike one, 0-1.
So Nagowski batting third for Memphis. Nootbaar on deck in left field. Ali Sanchez batting 5th and catching. Inserted with a late scratch, Justin Williams removed from the lineup. So Matt Caesar in left field batting 6th, and then Mendoza, Yepez, and Liberator round out the order.
And there's a swing and a miss. Good slider. 0-2. Runner at second, 1 out in the top of the first. The right-hander sets and delivers. And a fastball is high, and that's a ball, 1-2. No score, just the start of things. Kranick stretches. Robertson leads at second. And the pitch is outside a ball. 2-2. And the right-hander again looks in. As Robertson takes his lead, the Indians straight up in the infield. And there is strike 3 called. Got him looking. And there are 2 away. So both the outs on call, third strikes. And now Lars Nootbaar, hitting .323, 4 homers and 14 RBIs. The right-hander stretches. Kranick looks at second. And the pitch is way inside and low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Robertson leads at second. The Indians straight up defensively on this left-hand batter. He's having a fine season. He swings and misses at a fastball that was up. Strike 1. Ali Sanchez on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike. The right-hander sets and delivers. And a breaking ball drilled deep to right. There she goes. It's way back, and that ball has cleared the wall for a 2-run home run. A rising line drive by Nootbaar, and the Memphis Redbirds jump off to a 2-0 first-inning lead on Nootbaar's 5th home run and his 15th and 16th RBIs. It was hit toward the line, but definitely fair and out of here, no doubt.
Certainly got all of it, Howard.
He ripped it. He just ripped a line drive.
3rd hit in this series. You mentioned his 5th long ball. His average up now at .333 after that 2-out shot.
Ali Sanchez takes a little bit high, ball 1, 1-0.
Memphis last night used a long ball in the top of the first to grab an early lead. That was a leadoff home run by Kramer Robertson. This one by Nootbaar.
The 1-0 delivery. Swinging a bouncing ball foul outside of third. Boy, he got his pitch and he just hit it so hard. And he had enough depth to it and height that it was easily over the wall. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Breaking ball hit high in the air to deep right field. Stokes back to the warning track, up against the wall. He makes the catch to retire the side. At the end of a half inning, Memphis 2, Tribe coming to bat. Welcome back to Victory Field, and the highly touted Matthew Liberator on the hill for Memphis.
That he is 21 years of age, a 1-3 record, and a 4.73 ERA through 5 starts. His first taste of AAA, he skipped over AA. In fact, he skipped over High A as well. He spent the entire 2019 season down in the old Midwest League with Bowling Green. He'll face this Indian starting lineup, as always, presented by Toyota. Toyota. Toyota, your Central Indiana Toyota dealers, are proud to introduce your Indians starting lineup. Leading off the red-hot Anthony Alford in left. Chris Sharp in center to bat second. Kevin Kramer, he'll hit third and play short, and Will Craig will clean up at first base.
Anthony Alford takes outside, ball one.
Wilmer Defoe at second base. We saw him at the hot corner last night in his Indians debut. Defoe to hit fifth, and Hunter Owen will replace Defoe at third. He'll bat sixth.
The 1-0 swing and a miss at a changeup.
And then the bottom third of Indy's lineup, Troy Stokes Jr. in right field. We just saw his nice grab to end the top of the first. Jason DeLay doing the catching, and Max Kranick on the bump for his fourth AAA start.
1-1 pitch is ripped, a base hit to left center for Alford, who now has a 7-game hitting streak. Scott Hurst, the center fielder, wings it back in.
A 7-game hitting streak. He's reached safely now in all 13 games here in the month of June. His OBP before that single up over 530. Pretty wild numbers from Anthony Alford, who, if you would believe it, went 2 for 24 with Pittsburgh, was outrighted to AAA, started 0 for 12 in an Indians uniform, but he's one of the league's hottest bats.
Here's Chris Sharp. He takes outside. Memphis leading 2-0, bottom of the first. Memphis in the first inning last night got a solo homer from Kramer Robertson and gets a 2-run homer from Lars Nootbaar. Quick throw to first, not in time. Well, there's no question that the Cardinals moving pitchers through the system quickly, with Liberatore 21 years old, Zach Thompson 23 years old. Fastball popped up foul, straight back out of play.
Angel Rondon, who's already pitched in the big leagues this year for the Cardinals, who we saw last night for 2 2/3. Pretty electric arm from the right side. 5 punch outs. He's 23. So again, this is a young Memphis staff going through some bumps and bruises, if you will, but promising young arms in this Memphis rotation.
And a breaking ball high and away. Ball 2.
Now Liberatore, the most highly touted among all of them, currently the St. Louis top overall prospect according to both MLB Pipeline and Baseball America. Acquired in a trade from the Rays January 2020. More on that after this pitch.
The 2-1 delivery is a high fastball, ball 3.
That trade saw outfielders Jose Martinez and Randy Arozarena go to Tampa Bay. The Cardinals got Liberatore and another prospect back from the Rays minor league system. Arozarena last October almost single-handedly carried the Rays to the World Series.
Throw over, not in time. The Yankees remember that.
The Yankees remember it. Anyone the Rays faced there in the American League playoffs, and then the Dodgers in the World Series. It was an incredible run by Arozarena.
Alford leads. The lefty sets, and his pitch is hit high in the air to right field. Nootbaar moves toward the line, lines it up, makes a one-hand catch, and one man is out. That'll bring up Kevin Kramer, hitting 195, 3 homers and 18 runs batted in.
Kevin in a bit of a slide. 3 for his last 23 overall. Average just shy of 200. Lefty-lefty matchup here.
Infield DP depth. Defense straight up. Here's a high fly ball to short left field. Here comes Caesar. He's there, and the left fielder has it. You know, Shane, it's very interesting because they were straight up on Kramer, and many teams have shifted against him. So you wonder where the data is coming from, and Kramer has shown us he'll go the other way, as he did there. 2 down. Here's Will Craig, hitting .315, 3 homers, 12 RBIs. The lefty sets, the defense straight up, and a soft toss to first, not in time. Anthony Alford at first. He led the inning off with a single. Now there are 2 away. Alford 6 out of 8 in the stolen base department. Liberatore to the belt. There goes Alford. Breaking ball high. Throw in the dirt. Slide. Tag. Safe. Second baseman Robertson didn't hold on to the ball. I don't think they would have had him anyway. And Alford has stolen base number 7.
Team high in that category for Anthony. For the Indianapolis Indians now, 24 for 31 in stolen base attempts.
That's a good percentage. Here's a swing and a foul back on the screen. That's over 75%. Memphis leading 2-0. We're in the bottom of the first. Rain delay of 1 hour and 10 minutes at the outset. Alford leads. The lefty sets and delivers. Swing and a miss. 1-2. There's a crisp breaking ball down and in.
Craig has looked good at the plate. He's been comfortable since being outrighted from Pittsburgh a week ago. Over his last 7, he's got 11 base hits and 28 at-bats.
This pitch, he got him. Strike 3 called, a breaking ball, belt high outside corner. The inning is over, and after 1, Memphis 2 tried nothing. Welcome back to Victory Field. There it is, the Yuengling Landing. Oh, that place is special. Look at that foul pole right in the middle. I think I'd sit on the fair side of it. Think about home runs.
You're trying to get a home run ball. You know, a foul ball. Plenty of people get foul balls every game. How many home run balls are there? We've seen 1 tonight. Fan down the right field line dropped it, and then about a dozen kids there on the right field lawn sprinted over. Not sure who came out alive in that pile, but someone got a lucky souvenir.
That's one of the benefits to sitting in the lawn. Fastball very close. The Indians thought that was a strike. Ball 1 to Matt Caesar. Hitting 188. He does have 5 home runs. Breaking ball in for a strike. Infielders straight up, outfielders around to the right. The lights are on at this beautiful downtown ballpark at the corner of West and Maryland. And there's the slider. It's in there, strike 2.
We saw Caesar. He's small in stature. He's got some pop in his bat, but he tried to drop down a bunt for a base hit against Cody Ponce last night, who made a terrific defensive play off the mound.
Fastball just outside, 97 miles an hour.
That Ponce play, our Toyota play of the game last night. Could have went a number of directions with that play of the game.
Kranick winds and pitches. Fastball, ground ball hit to second. A roller. Defoe's got it. The flip to Will Craig. 1 man out. Now Evan Mendoza hitting .261, no homers and 6 RBIs. One out, bases empty, top of the second. Infielders straight up, outfielders around to the right. Slider misses, low and away, ball 1. Memphis leading 2-0, top of the second. The Indians have won 5 in a row. Here's a high fly ball to medium right center. Sharp is there, and the center fielder one-hands it very quickly. 2 away in the top of the second. And here is Juan Yepez hitting .214, 3 runs batted in. Right-hand batter. Kranick winds and pitches. Breaking ball in for a strike. Night game tomorrow, 7:05. And a day game Sunday at 1:35. The 0-1 pitch is a bouncing ball foul straight back. 0-2. Monday an open date, as it is every Monday this year. And the Indians play a 6-game series against the Louisville Bats in Louisville beginning Tuesday. We'll have radio coverage for you for each game. 0-2 pitch. Looped into right center, will fall for a base hit. And 0-2 pitch over the plate. He hit it over the head of the second baseman Defoe. And that enables Memphis to turn over its batting order. Matthew Liberatore, the pitcher, is the batter. There's the value of your number 8 guy getting on base. Liberatore bats as he throws left hand. He takes high and away, ball 1. Number 8 hitter is such a key man in the National League game because of that. Here's a swing and a miss at a fastball that was up. Strike 1.
Pitchers don't start batting until they reach Double-A. And you have to have 2 National League affiliates facing one another. So for Liberatore, who skipped over High A and Double-A to get to Triple-A Memphis.
Pitches a strike, belt tie outside corner.
This is his first professional plate appearance. The first time in the batter's box, I should say, in pro baseball. He's 0 for 6 this year. Has reached base 1 time with a walk, but 6 punch-outs.
Fastball way high, ball 2. Well, and that could all be academic at the end of this year as there's talk of a universal DH. Memphis leading 2-0, top of the second. The 2-2 delivery. Way high, and he has missed badly. Kranick has, with a 1-2 and 2-2 pitches to the opposing pitcher. And now he's run the count full, which means an automatic start for Yepez. And Will Craig moves behind him, and the pitch is way high again, ball 4. Fastball's nowhere near the zone. Scott Hurst, the batter, he struck out swinging his first time up. First walk allowed by Kranick, walking the opposing pitcher, who, as Shane said, has rarely come to the plate in his professional baseball career. Kranick's pitch is a strike, belt tie outside corner. Hurst thought that was a little outside. 0-1. Yepez to second, Liberatore at first. Hurst, a left-hand batter. The Indians straight up in the infield and outfield. And this one's way outside, ball 1. The Indianapolis Indians now have a record of 12-3 here at Victory Field this season. And here's a foul back out of play. They have a season-long 5-game winning streak, the last 3 of which have been at Victory Field. You know, they went into Nashville and got a split against a very good Sounds team.
One of the best teams in the AAA East, one of the best teams in all of AAA, and Indy, through the first 4 games in that series, trailed 3-1, but they salvaged the split, taking the final 2 games on Saturday and Sunday last weekend.
The 1-2 pitch is off speed and outside. Ball 2, changeup.
Got some good pitching from Kranick in that 8-1 win Saturday night, and then Sunday afternoon a scorcher. Heat index right at 100 degrees down at First Horizon Park. James Marvel pitched well enough for Indianapolis, who won that game 7-4.
And a fastball fouled back. Hurst is deep in the box, and he really crowds the plate.
Two-out rally for Memphis in the first with that Nootbaar home run to right. Looking for some more 2-out magic here against Kranick.
Yepez at second, Liberatore at first. Kranick sets and delivers. And it's a little high, and he checked the swing. And the count is full. Automatic starts for the base runners at first and second with 2 outs. Kranick stretches, sets. There they go. And the pitch is way high, and I think we'll have a mound visit from Joel Hanrahan, the Indians pitching coach. We'll see. The bases are loaded.
You called it, Howard. Hanrahan up on the top step and makes a slow walk out to the mound as Christian Bethencourt gets the night off tonight. Will go act as the Indians bullpen catcher. We'll see who he has get up. It looks like Matt Eckelman is going to grab a baseball and start warming. Jason DeLay out to meet with Kranick, who's really just struggling with his #1 pitch. He cannot locate his fastball. We've seen in the at-bat with Liberator and now Hurst back-to-back walks. He's missing with letter high heat.
You wonder if he's overthrowing a bit, but in any event, this inning started with him retiring the first 2 batters. Then you have your 8th place hitter who singled, your pitcher whom he walked, and then he walked Scott Hurst. And Hanrahan, as he often does, going out there at precisely the right time. You know, I've seen some pitching coaches, Shane, over the years not go out there. The batter hit a grand slam and then walk out to the mound, and what good is that once the damage is done? Okay, dangerous hitter, Kramer Robertson. Doubled and scored. He takes a strike, belt high outside corner.
In that situation, is it more of an apology from the pitching coach saying, hey, sorry I didn't get out here in time? You all right?
Great pitching coach goes out at the right time and says the right thing. All 3 men lead. 0-1 delivery. Swung on. Fly ball center field. Sharp hustling back. Still going. It's over his head. It bounces up against the wall. 1 run scores. 2 runs score. Here's a throw to the plate. Not in time. It's a 3-run double. And Memphis has a 5-0 lead.
Four straight men have reached with 2 away. Chris Sharp tracking back near the wall, just had to pull up as he hit the warning track. That ball hit on the screws by Robertson, who has 2 doubles and as many at-bats. His average down at .231, but he has been an on-base machine, and he's hit well in this series.
Well, those things will happen. What really hurts you in the inning is walking the pitcher. Could have gotten him and been out of the inning. John Nagowski, the batter, he looked at strike 3. He takes it way inside, ball 1.
It's a season high for runs allowed now for Max Kranick. Had allowed 4 in a pair of starts. His second with Altoona, May the 14th at Binghamton. And his second start here in a loss against the Clippers in our last homestand.
And this one's way outside, ball 2, 2-0.
Good news is that it's early. Well, it's not early. We started an hour 10 late. The game itself,
got your sense of humor still.
The game itself is early.
Memphis 2 in the first, 3 more here in the second. There were 2 outs and nobody on when this all started. The slider is outside, ball 3. I would think Nagowski's got a green light here. 3-0, man in scoring position. 2 men out. Kranick stretches and delivers. And he swings away, had his pitch, but got under it. High fly ball left center. Alford's there, and the left fielder has it to retire the side. Was he ever on that pitch? But he got under it, fortunately, for the Indians. And at the end of 1 1/2, Memphis 5, Tribe nothing. Welcome back to Victory Field, the JW. And part of the beautiful downtown skyline, the JW Marriott. Wilmer Defoe leads off. Our director, our producer director, Alex Leachman. And Aaron Duval, our board op at Fox Sports 1260. Indianapolis Indians baseball on My Indy TV and Fox Sports 1260 WNDE. And Wilmer Defoe takes outside, ball 1. He was the hero last night in his Indians debut, ripped a single to center to win the game knocking the winning run in the 11th inning. He bounces it over the mound. Here comes the second baseman. Robertson's got it. Wait a minute. Was it a foul ball?
I don't know what home plate umpire Derek Thomas called there. Defoe picks up his bat. Oh, he had called time, and then he stepped back in. The umpire had granted time. So Defoe, who wasn't sure if he was awarded that time that he had tried to call, stepped back in and then bounced it to second.
We have a do-over. He rips this one foul left side. And before Defoe got that game-winning hit on a smash up the middle, he ripped a ball. Was batting left-handed. He's a switch hitter batting right-handed now. He ripped a ball just foul down the right field line, and I thought to myself, well, he's seeing the ball well. He just may win the game, and he absolutely did. And a slow curve high and away. 2 balls and a strike. Liberatore looks in. He delivers. Fastball hit high in the air to right field, right at Nootbaar. He makes the catch. 1 man out. Now Hunter Owen, hitting 186, 3 homers and 11 RBIs. Right-hand batter. And they play him straight away. And a breaking ball is low, ball 1. One out, no one on. Bottom of the second. Memphis leading 5-0. Fastball wrapped on the ground. Off the third baseman's glove into left field. Yepez couldn't stop it. He's going for second to throw the slider tag, and he's out.
Hunter Owen. Aggressive base running.
You're down 5-0, and he tried to stretch a single into a double, and he's out.
Slight hesitation from Owen as he had to locate where that baseball was and then see if the shortstop Mendoza or the left fielder. And they did get him. We get another look at the replay. The left fielder, Caesar charging in. And Owen just a stutter step around first, and that cost him.
And there's a swing and a miss, strike 1 by Troy Stokes Jr. 7-4 on the putout. The ball went off the glove of Yepez, who was going to his left. Slowed down in the outfield. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, but again, whenever you do anything on the bases, the first thing in your mind is what's the situation, what's the score? And the Indians are trailing 5-0 here in the bottom of the second. And a fastball lined on a hop to third, knocked down and picked up by Yepez. Throw to first, close but in time. On to Nagowski, and the inning is over. No runs, a hit, no one left, and after 2, Memphis 5, Tribe nothing. Welcome back to Victory Field. Some of the fans in the box seats enjoying themselves. The injury report is brought to you by the Shaw Law Firm. Whenever you are injured by a business, we make it our business to help. Jeff Shaw and the people at the Shaw Law Firm. Travis Swaggerty on the 60-day IL, dislocated right shoulder. He had surgery. Miguel Yahure, forearm discomfort on the IL. And we'll go to inning 3, and here's Shane.
Thank you, Howard. A deep drive off the bat of Lars Nootbaar, but this one stays in the ballpark. 1 pitch, 1 out. Kranick to Nootbaar, who got the best of Max in the first inning with a 2-out, 2-run shot down the right field line.
And Tyler Fowler with a knee injury, and Andrew Susak, left thumb, also on the IL.
1 away, top of the 3rd inning. 5-0 Redbirds trying to pick up their first win in this series and snap a 3-game losing streak in the process. Kranick kicks and deals his first pitch, a fastball strike to Ali Sanchez. Sanchez flied out to right to end the first inning. His bat in his average down below 200. Pops one foul just above our radio booth. Karams back down to the seats behind home plate. 0-2. Sanchez 0 for 4 in this series. Acquired from the Cardinals from the New York Mets. in a February trade earlier this year. 0-2 from Kranick. Curve, and it's out in front. Sanchez rips it up into the upper deck down the third base side. Mentioned Sanchez's batting average is currently at 194, but his true value, his defensive ability, touted as an excellent receiver behind the plate. Skies a deep drive foul down the right field line. Fouled off 3 consecutive pitches from Kranick.
You know, you mentioned his defensive ability, and calling a game, working with a pitcher, is the biggest intangible in the game of baseball.
Another 0-2 pitch. Kranick winds and deals. Comes home to Sanchez. Called strike 3. A tight slider catches the outside corner, 2 away. Kranick with a little paint work here. 2 quick outs. Same script as the second. We'll see if he can get his first 1-2-3 inning of the ball game. Wrapped on the ground to third. Diving stop by Owen, who knocks it down. Fires across. It's late. A 1-hop into the mitt of Will Craig. It'll likely be an infield single for Matt Caesar. Nice job by Owen, who moved to his right. That ball hit on the screws, a short hop into the webbing, then out. Owen got up to his feet in a hurry, but Caesar runs well, and he's aboard with 2 away.
Now, one thing over there was no need to throw the ball. He had no chance at all to get him. As you said, Owen made a nice stop, but he was going to be safe easily.
See if the Redbirds stay aggressive through the first few innings of tonight's ball game. Kranick thinking that. He attempts a pickoff of Caesar, who dives back in safely. Comes set, his first pitch to Mendoza. Pop up on the infield. This will end the inning. Defoe in shallow right field, about 10 feet in to the outfield grass of right field, makes the catch to end the inning. So Kranick puts up his first 0 of the night, pitches around a 2-out infield knock. We've played 2.5. Indy's offense needs to get going. It's 5-0 Redbirds. Get a look at some of the fans on the outfield lawn here at Victory Field. See if the Indians can drive a long ball out there as Jason DeLay takes a pitch off the plate from Liberator. Ball 1. 8-9-1 for Indy, and they're part of the third. Max Kranick, a scoreless top half. Fastball in at 90. DeLay fouls it back. DeLay's average at 226. He's got a home run. He's driven in 2. 1-1 from Liberator. Curve is a beauty and a strike. 1-2. Fastball rides up and away that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. DeLay, one of 4 Indians who has started behind the plate this year. Bethencourt 2 times. DeLay his 9th start. Bounced foul softly up the third base side. Gustavo Omana, the Indians' third base coach. Bare hands, finds a fan and flips it 3 rows deep. Joe Hudson has caught 19 games, and Andrew Susak 9 starts. DeLay fights off another pitch from Liberator. Count remains 2-2. DeLay drafted by the Pirates in the 4th round back in 2017. Lines one deep, foul down the right field line. Good battle here between DeLay and Liberator. At Vanderbilt as a freshman in 2014, was part of that Commodores College World Series championship team. And in college, he was roommates with Brian Reynolds, former Indianapolis Indian himself, who's currently one of the rising stars on Pittsburgh's roster in the big leagues. third roommate in that deal, Kyle Wright, farmhand in the Braves system. Good battle here as DeLay, who had taken ball 3, fights off a full count offering. Pitch number 10 coming in this at bat. Liberator works quickly. Fastball just missed inside. Liberator thought he had him. Took 3 steps to his right. Did not get the ring him up call from Derek Thomas. It's a leadoff walk, and it's our first MHS walk for health. For every MHS walk for health, $10 donated to Gleaners Food Bank, Howard.
You mentioned Brian Reynolds.
Kranick at the plate, tries to bunt a pitch from Liberator. It's fouled back with the Redbirds third baseman Juan Yepez and John Nagowski at first charging in.
Reynolds started the 2019 season with Indianapolis, first year at AAA ball. Figured to be here a while. They've gotten him in a trade.
0-1 pitch. Kranick a good bunt that time. Up to second. Delay. The throw goes to second. They get the force out. That's an excellent play from the Redbird southpaw. Hopped off the mound quickly. Delay with average speed. And Liberator threw a strike to second base.
That's a mighty risky play here. You're ahead 5-0, and you barely got him. Now, everything did work out, but I mean, you had to make a perfect throw, and everything had to work out right, and it did. But again, with a 5-0 lead, I think most people would advise you to take the sure out at first base.
Lineup rolls over to Anthony Alford. Takes a curve upstairs for ball 1.
So anyway, Reynolds started the season, and 3 weeks into the season, and he figured to be with Indianapolis for a while. There was the collision in center field, the injury to Starling Marte, and they needed Reynolds, and he never looked back. Got to the big leagues and started hitting.
He was outstanding in that rookie campaign. Fastball strike to Anthony Alford, who singled back in the first, stole second base, but was left there as Will Craig went down looking. Liberator's 1-1. Line down the right field line. That's a fair ball into the corner. Karams off the bullpen of Memphis. On his way to third is Kranick. He's going to stop there. Anthony Alford stays red hot. The Indians in their red unis, and Anthony Alford, the hottest of them all. 2 for 2 tonight. He was the only player on our Zoom session this afternoon with Pittsburgh-based media. And he just talked about going out and having fun. He's not only trying to put on a show for the Pirates to see if they'll call him back up to the big leagues, but for scouts here in the stands as well. He knows he's putting on for 29 other teams in the major leagues. So 2 men in scoring position, 1 away for Chris Sharp. For Alford, that's his 4th double. Pitch is inside, ball 1.
Well, give Alford credit. He's hitting the ball where it's pitched. And when you do that as a hitter, it makes it so much more difficult to pitch to you.
Kranick's lead and foul ground at third. Alford a good lead out at second. The 1-0. Tapper foul behind Omana in the third base coach's box. 1 ball, 1 strike on Chris Sharp. Sharp trying to bust out of a mini slump. Over his last 9+ games, 4 for 28. He's got 3 home runs on the season. He's driven in 8. He's got 2 men in scoring position, but that average plummets down to 136 in these situations. Takes a high fastball. Gets himself back into a hitter's count. Like to see Kranick settle in on the mound in this Indy offense. Start chipping away. Here's a golden opportunity, a 2-1. Fastball. Thigh-high heater. It's a called strike, 2-2. Sharp homered in game 2 of this series. A 3-run shot in the bottom of the 5th on Wednesday night. 2-2. Grounded to short. They're going to come home as Kranick is going to be tagged out. The shortstop, Evan Mendoza, was deep. Kranick running on contact. Sharp hit it sharply, but unfortunately, Kranick gets thrown out at the plate. Alford has to hold at second base, and now Liberatore and out away from getting out of trouble.
Boy, and that was surprising with the infield back, and I don't fault Kranick at all for running, obviously, with the infield back, that he would come to the plate there. And Memphis with two very aggressive plays with a big lead.
First pitch to Kevin Kramer is a strike.
And if either of those plays didn't work, they're setting themselves up to be beaten by a big inning from the Indians. But they both did work.
0-1 pitch is lined out to left, but it's right at the left fielder Caesar, who makes the catch. And the inning is over. So a walk, a bunt fielder's choice, a one-out double by Anthony Alford, but some good risky defense for the Redbirds that pays off. We go to the fourth. Memphis leads Indy 5-zip. 25th anniversary season at Victory Field, presented by Meyer. About a month from now, July 17th, that weekend in mid-July, be a three-day celebration here at Victory Field.
I mentioned this several days ago, Shane. Anna Kaiser wrote a wonderful article. It's on the Indians website now, looking back at the opening of Victory Field and throughout its history. And it's a very thorough, lengthy, detailed, excellent article.
What do you remember most about that night?
Well, Rick Helling and Marcus Moore were the starting pitchers. I remember them working on the field till right before we started. And the Indians lost the game. Oklahoma City won.
Indians got the better of them on the second night. First pitch fastball is a strike to Juan Yepez.
The Indians also lost the final game at Busch Stadium to Nashville. And I made it quite clear to Indians manager Dave Miley that he couldn't win the big one.
Fastball is skied out to right. Troy Stokes Jr. glides in a few steps and makes the grab, one away. F9 if you're keeping score at home or here in the ballpark.
Well, in the recently concluded 6-game series in Nashville, the Indians beat right-handed pitcher Zach Godley twice on Tuesday and Sunday of last week.
First pitch to Liberatore. Bounces up there and skips past delay to the backstop. A ball and no strikes. A 2-out walk to Liberatore extended a 3-run second. Scott Hurst followed with a free pass, and Kramer Robertson cleared the bases with a double to straightaway center.
And Zach Godley, contract purchased by the parent team Milwaukee. Pablo Reyes, the former Indian, optioned to Nashville.
1-1 heat from Kranick, blows it past Liberatore, his counterpart. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kranick winds and deals. 1-2 fastball called strike 3. For Kranick, he's got 4 strikeouts, but he has allowed a season-high 5 runs. He's trying to give the Indians a little length in this start. Save the bullpen. He's only at 59 pitches right now. So if he can keep things intact, we could see him go 5, maybe 6. That one's ripped to right over the head of Stokes, and it's off the base of the wall. Rounding first on his way to second is Scott Hurst with a 2-out double. Make it 3 consecutive innings where Kranick has retired the first 2 men he's faced, and then the third batter collects a base hit. A single by Yepez in the second, an infield single by Caesar in the third. Now a 2-out double by Hurst in the top of the 4th.
Well, Memphis has 6 hits, and 4 of them have gone for extra bases, 3 doubles and a home run.
Here's Robertson with 2 of those extra base knocks, a pair of doubles, and 3 runs batted in to go with the run score. seeing the ball well tonight. He's seen the ball well in this series. Takes a curve low from Kranick. Robertson among the league leaders in walks. Skies one down the right field line. Stokes Jr. near the line. He's got room. It's a fair ball, and he makes the catch. Nice running grab by Troy Stokes Jr. Retires Robertson for the first time tonight. Back-to-back zeros for Max Kranick. We go bottom 4, Redbirds 5, Indians nothing. Bottom of the 4th inning at Victory Field. Memphis leads Indy 5-0. It's a warm night at the ballpark. See if the Indians can warm up against Liberator. They threatened in their half of the 3rd, but stranded 2 men on the bases. Will Craig takes a pitch outside from Liberator for a ball. Indians with 3 hits against the southpaw. That one's driven out to left center, but off the end of the bat of Craig. Moving back on it now is the center fielder Hurst, who makes the grab. 2 pitches, 1 away, bottom 4. Liberator, originally drafted by Tampa Bay back in 2018. A high school pitcher. 5th high school prep arm taken in that draft. First pitch now to Defoe is low and outside.
I'm impressed with what I've seen from him.
Yeah, he's looked the part as a 21-year-old up-and-coming prospect. That one driven well by Defoe to right. Back on it at the wall with room is Nootbaar. Defoe gave it a ride, just missed his first home run for Indy. A medium depth fly ball, now a deep drive by Defoe, but no damage done against Liberator in his half of the 4th. He's looking for his first 1-2-3 inning. He did allow a base hit to Hunter Owen when he faced the minimum in the 2nd, but Owen out stretching at second base. Looking for his first clean 1-2-3 inning. First pitch is fouled back. But Liberator in that 2018 draft selected 16th overall. Pirates took Travis Swaggerty in that draft. Owen 2 the count now on Owen, who takes a strike. Liberator winds and deals his pitch. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. Strike 3, says Skylar Schaun. Down the first base line, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Liberator. More on the Redbirds lefty when he takes the mound in the 5th. We go to the 5th. Redbirds up by 5. Skies have cleared after we opened tonight's game in a rain delay. 1 hour 9 minutes, the official delay from our scheduled 7:05 first pitch. You do the math. 8:14 was when we got underway. Back to the mound for the 5th inning, Max Kranick, and back on the mic, Howard Kelman.
Thank you, Shane. And John Nagowski leads off and takes a breaking ball, high ball 1. He is struck out and fly to left field. Memphis 2 runs in the 1st inning and 3 more in the 2nd. Infielders straight up, outfielders around to the right. Here's a fly ball, well hit deep right center, maybe playable on the warning track up against the wall, and Troy Stokes makes the catch. The wind blowing out to right field, and it certainly aided that ball, but Stokes had it lined up nicely. And the batter, Lars Nootbaar, who's belted a 2-run homer to right in the 1st inning. It was a rising line drive. And then he lined out to the center fielder, Sharp, in left center. He lines one to center. It's sinking, and it's in there for a base hit. Sharp knocks down the first hop. And Newtbar continues to swing the bat very, very well. Ali Sanchez, the batter, he's fly deep to right and struck out.
Howard, it's the 5th inning. Can't miss our This Date in Baseball history, followed by This Date in Indianapolis Indians history in the bottom half.
I always look forward to that. Newtbar with 1 steal in 3 attempts. Memphis leading 5-0. Fastball drilled up the middle, base hit center field. Newtbar swings around second and holds. Had he tried it and he was thinking about it, I would say he would have been out by about 40 feet.
That was a missile from Chris Sharp, who just wanted to show off and show him that, hey, you made the right decision. Appreciate you holding up.
And the batter, Max Caesar, who's grounded out and singled.
All right, Howard, this date, June 18th, 1975 at Tiger Stadium. Red Sox rookie outfielder Fred Lynn hit 3 home runs. He drove in 10 in Boston's 15-1 win over Detroit. The 23-year-old Chicago native also had a single and a 3rd inning triple that missed being a homer by just a couple of feet.
Here's a ground ball, first base side of the mound. Kranick bare hand pickup, the flip over to Will Craig for the out. And the runners move up to 2nd and 3rd. 1-3 on the putout. Newtbar to Sanchez, 2 away. And the batter is Evan Mendoza. Fly to center, pop to 2nd. Fred Lynn that year was a rookie. And not only did he win the Rookie of the Year award, he became the first man to win the Rookie of the Year and the MVP in the same season. The only other man to do it was Ichiro 25 years later. And the Red Sox won the American League pennant. Pitches inside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Mendoza. And they had the great World Series with the Cincinnati Reds. Carlton Fisk's home run winning Game 6. But Cincinnati overcame a 3-0 deficit to win Game 7 and bring the Reds their first World Championship in 35 years. Fastball, swing and a miss. 1-1. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 2 outs. Top of the 5th. Memphis leading 5-0. Infielders straight up, outfielders around to the right. Red Sox had another terrific rookie on that team too, named Jim Rice, who would win the MVP 3 years later and is a Hall of Famer. The 1-1 delivery hit foul, right side, out of play.
Another note, this date in 1986, Angels hurler Don Sutton became the 19th major league pitcher to pick up his 300th win. He 3-hit the Rangers in a 4-1 win. He was 43 years old at the time, and he finished with 324 wins over a 23-year playing career.
And that 300th win got him a spot in Cooperstown. And one thing about Don, too, he was a very good big game pitcher. Originally came up with the Dodgers. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball is high, ball 2, 2-2. Hall of Famer Don Sutton, and then for many, many years, until his passing, broadcaster with the Atlanta Braves. Kranick looks in, the runners lead. 2nd and 3rd. 2-2 delivery. Bouncing ball hit slowly wide of first. Second baseman's got it. Throw to the pitcher covering. Out at first base. Will Craig broke for the ball. Defoe called him off. Defoe threw it to Kranick covering, and they barely got Mendoza. 4-1 on the putout. We've gone halfway after 4.5. It is Memphis 5, Tribe nothing.
Darnell Booker just honored as our June minor league baseball community hero of the game. Darnell Booker, general manager and coach of the Indy Thunder, a beat baseball team here in Indy for the blind and visually impaired. Both youth and adults on that team, and they're a good one, Howard. They have won 4 world championships in their 20-year tenure, part of the National Beat Baseball Association. In fact, last week when the team was on the road down in Nashville, I played in their charity golf outing, a fundraiser for the Indy Thunder. A foursome with Jonathan Howard and Ryan Barrett, part of the Indians ticket services staff, and then Anna Kaiser got the day off as well.
And at Beat Baseball is a wonderful thing. Troy Stokes grounds it foul left side for a strike. I was about to say the Pittsburgh Pirates are on their way to snapping a 10-game losing streak ahead of Cleveland 11-2 in the 6th inning. Well, Cleveland got 5 runs in the 7th, so that game's not over. Here's a foul back on the screen. At the end of 6.5, Pittsburgh 11, Cleveland 7. Cleveland's 10 games above 500. Troy Stokes 0 for 1. The shift is on. Right-hand batter. He takes it high.
Didn't quite get to finish my note on Liberator being drafted in the first round by the Rays back in 2018, but now I will. I said the Pirates took Travis Swaggerty. The Cardinals' first-round pick that year, Nolan Gorman, who was a childhood friend of Liberator.
There's a swing and a miss at a pitch in the dirt, strike 3.
Gorman and Liberator have known each other since age 5. But in that draft, one name that popped out to me, that was the draft where Casey Mize, now in the Detroit Tigers rotation, was taken #1 overall out of Auburn University. But the big name to me, Kyler Murray, now the quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals.
He may play baseball. There's a long drive deep left field by Jason DeLay, way back, and there it goes. Home run for Jason DeLay. His second of the season. And the Indians are on the board. It's Memphis 5, Indianapolis 1.
His second of the season, second in this series. He homered on Wednesday night late in that 6-1 win over the Redbirds, and he gave that one a ride.
So the Indians on the board.
One hop out near the Yingling landing. Touches home plate. See Brian Esposito atop the railing in the Indians' third base dugout, nodding in approval.
Jared Oliva is going to pinch hit for Max Cranach. The Indians go to a pinch hitter. The left-hander winds and delivers. Breaking ball, low ball 1.
That'll be it for Cranach. 5 innings, 8 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned. 1 home run allowed. He walked 2 and struck out 4.
Fastball is in the dirt, ball 2 to the pinch hitter.
Pitcher up and throwing in Indy's bullpen is right-hander Matt Eckelman.
He was up earlier in the game in the 2nd inning. And then Cranach settled in after giving up 2 in the 1st and 3 in the 2nd. Here's a fly ball, well hit left field, but at the left fielder, Caesar, who has it. And that's the 2nd out in the last of the 5th.
So Eckelman up and throwing. Oliva out in his pinch hit plate appearance. Brings up the red-hot Anthony Alford. And Howard, it is bottom 5, so I've got to get you a this date in Indianapolis Indians history.
Alford is singled to left center, stolen a base, and lined to double to right. And he swings and fouls it back.
On this date in 1993, the Indians scored 9 runs in the bottom of the 8th inning to knock off Nashville over at Busch Stadium. 12-7 the final score. Greg Tubbs and Willie Green had a combined 3 doubles in that victory.
Pitches low ball. Willie Green was a big prospect. Had a couple of good years with the Reds, but faded away at a young age. And that was a rough year, 1993. Indians below 500. Here's a big bounding ball to the shortstop. Laying back and gloving it. Mendoza, his throw, he got him. Mendoza to Nagowski. And that's all. And at the end of 5, it is Memphis 5, Tribe 1. We get ready for the 6th inning. Matt Eckelman comes on to pitch. We're talking about this date in Indianapolis Indians history. 1993, a victory at Busch Stadium. Well, the Indians, as I said, had a rough year then, below 500. It was Mark Bombard's first year at the helm. The next 2 seasons would bring 2 first-place finishes. But from 1986 to 2000, that 15-year period, the Indians only had 2 losing seasons, one of them in 1993. The other was 1990. Here to call the 6th and 7th, Shane Ryder.
Thank you, Howard. 1993, that end of the Montreal Expos era. Year number 1 of a 7-year agreement between the Indians and Reds, 93 to 99. (8-9-1) for Memphis against the new Indians pitcher, Matt Eckelman. First pitch is grounded to third on 2 hops. Hunter Owen with plenty of time fires across to Will Craig. 1 pitch, 1 out. Yepez retired. Liberator will bat for himself against Eckelman, who takes over for Kranick, who got through 5 after a shaky start. Eckelman this year for the Indians, the 27-year-old, in 8 games out of the pen. A 3.21 ERA, 5 earned in 14 innings. 4 walks, 7 strikeouts. And it is actually a pinch hitter, so Liberator is finished as well after 5. It's Connor Capel who's going to bat for Memphis. And we'll see this Redbirds bullpen that has struggled. Fastball up and away from Eckelman for a ball. Capel's average at .231, 3 home runs, 8 runs batted in. 1 for 4 in this series with a double and a strikeout. The 1-0. Grounded over Eckelman behind second. Kramer gloves and fires to first. 3 pitches here in the top of the 6th inning. And Matt Eckelman with 2 quick ground ball outs.
He is an efficiency expert.
He's just trying to get this game back on track after the hour-plus rain delay. Pushed our start back to 8:14. 2 down for Scott Hurst, who's doubled, walked, and scored a run. Hurst, a left-hand batter. Eckelman hits with a fastball outside corner. Eckelman in Double-A with the curve, primarily a closer. Gets a swing and a miss there, 0-2. For the curve in 2018, converted 11 saves and 13 chances the following year to become the curve's all-time saves leader, 23 out of 24. Letter high fastball evens the count at 2-2. Make that 1-2. See if Eckelman can get a strikeout. Taps the front foot 2 times. 1-2 bender, misses low.
You know who I think the biggest surprise in Major League Baseball? San Francisco Giants. 19 games above 500. Who would have thought that?
It's a team that really hasn't been competitive in the NL West for a few years. Fastball is low from Eckelman, and now he's full with Scott Hurst.
And now my team for the biggest disappointment, the Minnesota Twins. Where you grew up, there were some Twins fans.
A lot of Twins fans in northern Iowa. Payoff pitch from Eckelman is low and in, ball 4. He loses Scott Hurst after he got up 0-2. It's a 2-out walk. It's been a trend in this ball game. The Redbirds tonight, when the Indians pick up a 2nd out in an inning, now here in the 6th, the next man has reached base 5 times. 4 base hits, and now a walk. Fastball strike to Robertson. Eckelman, a 21st round draft pick by the Pirates way back in 2016. Comes set for an 0-1. Delivers a fastball for a strike. Now he's up 0-2 again, this time against Robertson. Eckelman's 0-2. Went with a fastball off the plate away. Robertson pokes it over off the screen of the Memphis first base dugout. Same two teams tomorrow night. 7:05 first pitch, 1:35 Sunday afternoon for the finale. Day off Monday, pickoff attempt. Eckelman checks on Hurst over at first base. Then 6 games down in Louisville against the Bats, AAA Farm Club for the Cincinnati Reds. Bats are off to a slow start this year. Runner goes, pitches inside, throw to second is low, not nearly in time. That base stolen on Eckelman almost entirely.
In that series against the Bats, Shane, I think we'll see Hunter Green, #1 pick a few years ago, who is doing great in AA for the Reds and promoted to Louisville.
Hunter Green made his AAA debut last night for Louisville. Their series against Omaha. Breaking ball that time from Eckelman is low. It's 2-2 on Robertson. Green struck out 8. And if you follow the minor league baseball Twitter or Instagram accounts, you would think he dealt. But if you follow the Omaha Storm Chasers account, they said, what about the 4 home runs?
That's a little more important.
Eckelman's 2-2. Foul tip at the plate out of the glove of DeLay.
So he gave up 4 homers. Wow. How many runs total?
That Omaha win last night. See if the out-of-town scoreboard has it from last night's game. That was a 6-5 win for the Storm Chasers. Unsure of how many charged to Green, but if he gave up 4 home runs, I have to imagine 1, maybe 2 had runners on base.
So chances are we would see him on Wednesday, because you figure Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday an open date, and your 5th starter would go Tuesday and Green again Wednesday. Well, they could move him up if they wanted to.
Full count pitch to Robertson is skied out to deep right field. Stokes Jr. at the wall. It's off the wall. Chris Sharp races over, drops the baseball. Throw comes in. Robertson's into third standing up. He's got 2 doubles and now a run-scoring triple. And Memphis gets the run back at 6-1. Just beyond the reach of a leaping Stokes Jr. He lost his shades. Chris Sharp, a nice job coming over from center field. Stokes Jr. got his bell rung. You hope he's all right. Crouched over at the waist right now in right field. Trying to shake things off. Memphis, another 2-out run. Their 9th hit of the game, and Robertson has a 3rd of them. Eckelman's pitch now to Nagowski. Up and away for a ball.
Robertson has 2 doubles and a triple. That's a pretty good day. Like your slugging percentage, your OPS.
Pretty good week for some guys. 2-out walk comes back to get Eckelman. He misses low and outside to Nagowski. 2 balls, no strikes. Nagowski 0 for 3. One of the few, and actually only one of 2 Redbirds who has not gotten on base yet tonight. He and Evan Mendoza in the 7th spot. 2-0, fouls a pitch back from Eckelman. Robertson has been a pest in this series. Leadoff home run in last night's game off Cody Ponce, and he has driven in 4 tonight to go with his 2 doubles and now a triple. Swing and a miss. Eckelman gets a pitch past Nagowski. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down, a run in, top of the 6th inning. 6 runs on 9 hits for Memphis. 1 run on 4 hits for Indianapolis. Check swing, did he go? They appeal down to first, and that's the second time tonight we've seen Skylar Schown ring up a batter. The first one was Hunter Owen for Indianapolis. This one, John Nagowski for Memphis. The Redbirds do get a run. A 2-out triple follows a free pass to Scott Hurst. We've played 5.5. Redbirds lead the Indians 6-1. New pitcher for Memphis as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Get a look at downtown Indianapolis. Lights in full effect here at Victory Field. Fortunately, the showers disappeared, but with the rain clearing and tonight's game getting underway, it's been all Memphis. 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 1 in the 6th now to answer Indy's run in the bottom of the 5th inning. And Ben Johnson, the Memphis skipper, reaches into his bullpen, calls upon right-hander Seth Elledge, who takes over for Liberator. He'll face 2, 3, 4 Chris Sharp, Kevin Kramer, and Will Craig. And now we've got Ben Johnson walking to the mound. All 3 umpires come in as well. Not sure what this visit is about.
Something must be wrong with Elledge. He just was optioned here from St. Louis the other day.
Well, there's no trainer out on the field.
I can't think of what else it could be other than something's wrong. No, it's not an injury. I thought it was, but I guess not. I'm not sure exactly what's going on. And we're going to have a different pitcher, I think.
There's a lefty up in the bullpen. And they are bringing a left-hander in. Well, does that burn up Elledge?
I just don't know. I saw something like this years ago, but times have changed. Back in 1984 in Denver, you had to list all your pitchers on the lineup card. And Denver manager Vern Law forgot to list Guy Hoffman, a lefty, in. He came out to the mound and then just left the game without throwing a pitch because he wasn't on the lineup card. Now, I don't think this is something similar, but a mighty strange situation. And as you said, the trainer didn't go out there, so.
I mean, there's no trainer visiting right now with Elledge in the Redbirds dugout. So the new pitcher, at least I thought, was Seth Elledge, but now it's left-hander Tyler Webb.
He'll be given as much time as he needs to get ready.
Webb, a veteran left-hander, 30 years old. Hometown of Eastville, Virginia. Played his college ball at South Carolina in the SEC. Claimed off waivers by the Cardinals back in 2018. And so it is Tyler Webb who will face Sharp, Kramer, and Craig in the Indian 6th.
You know, when Elledge was out there taking his warm-up tosses, the umpires were talking to the Memphis skipper, Ben Johnson.
Webb originally selected by the Yankees back in 2013, a 10th round pick out of South Carolina. With the Gamecocks, he won national titles out in Omaha in both 2010 and 2011. Made his major league debut with the Yankees in 2017. Was traded to the Brewers mid-July that summer for first baseman Garrett Cooper. Since then, he's bounced around. Claimed off waivers by the Padres in April 2018. He's been with the Cardinals, their organization, ever since being claimed in late June of 2018 as well. Tyler Webb takes his warm-up tosses.
think he'll be ready to go in a moment or two. And as we mentioned, he's given all the time he wants to get ready.
We'll face Sharp, who's 0 for 2, Kramers, who is 0 for 2, and Will Craig 0 for 2 as well. The Indians with 4 base hits. Anthony Alford, 2 of them atop the lineup, a single and a double. Single by Hunter Owen out stretching at second base in the second inning, and then a solo home run by Jason DeLay in the bottom of the 5th for Indy's only run. Webb this year for St. Louis out of their bullpen. No wins, no losses in 22 games. He allowed 24 earned runs in 16 1/3 innings pitched, 19 walks, and 14 strikeouts. With Memphis, those numbers have not gotten much better. 4 earned in 3 1/3, 6 Ks, 1 walk. So he has reversed his walk to strikeout ratio. It's in the wrong direction with his big league numbers this year. Better numbers in AAA, but still an ERA up over 10 in his 3 outings for Memphis this year. He did pitch for Memphis back in 2019 as well, along with 2018. He's bounced around in AAA, to say the least. Made his AAA debut back in 2014 with Scranton Wilkes-Barre when he was a Yankees farmhand. Also saw time with the Rail Riders in 2015 and 16, along with 2017 before being claimed by Milwaukee. Then went out to Colorado Springs in the old Pacific Coast League. AAA El Paso in 2018. And Memphis in 2018, 2019, and now 2021. First pitch fastball was a strike to Sharp.
On the scoreboard, the Pirates were ahead of Cleveland 11-1 after 6. Cleveland got 6 in the 7th, make it 11-7. They're batting top 8. Bases loaded, 2 outs, potential tying run at the plate.
Webb goes off speed, and he's up 0-2 on Sharp, who took another pitch. Liberatore in line for his 2nd consecutive win. Webb's 0-2. Check swing. Did he go? No swing. 3rd time's the charm. It's the 3rd appeal down to Skylar Schown. But he says Chris Sharp held up. 1-2 the count. Webb from the stretch. Glove at the belt. Misses low and in. 2-2. Liberatore, 5 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Was earned on the delay solo shot in the 5th inning. Walked 1, struck out 3. Threw 41 of his 62 pitches for strikes. Webb set for a 2-2. Here it comes. It's high, 3-2. The Indians just need base runners. Get some traffic on the bases against a Redbirds bullpen that has been iffy at best. Payoff pitch, swing and a miss. Webb gets a fastball past Sharp for out number 1. That brings up Kevin Kramer, a fly out to left and then a sharp line out to strand runners at 1st and 2nd. That was Indy's best scoring opportunity of the night, at least with men on the bases. Indy had 2 men in scoring position, but a fielder's choice to the plate retired Kranick. And then Kramer's line out got Liberatore out of a pickle. Fastball strike to Kramer. Now Webb set. His 0-1. Bender didn't break. 1-1. Omaha leads Louisville 2-1 there in the top of the 6th at Warner Park. Webb's 1-1 to Kramer is high and outside. Omaha 17-4 in their home ballpark. A league best 27-11 record. 2-1 pitch is foul tipped into the mitt of Ali Sanchez, strike 2.
And Omaha really got going with that sweep against the Indianapolis Indians. The Indians' only rough spot of the season. They lost those 6 straight games in Omaha.
2-2 from Webb, swing and a miss. Kramer chased a high fastball. 2 punch outs for Webb. Base is empty now for Will Craig.
You're not going to believe this, Shane. It's now 11-10. Cleveland just got a 3-run double off Clay Holmes. They were down 11-1 going to the 7th. It's now 11-10 Pittsburgh in the 8th.
Never over till it's over.
Well, there's no time clock. That's the beauty of baseball. You just keep trying. You never know what you can achieve.
Lined out to right. That's going to hang up and be caught by the right fielder, Lars Nootbaar, for out number 3. So Webb with a 1-2-3 6th. We go to the 7th. All Memphis so far tonight. It's 6-1 Redbirds. Our Master Jewelers gem of the game as we go to the top of the 7th inning. Troy Stokes Jr. back at the wall. A nice grab right in front of the celebrating 25 years, presented by Meyer. Victory Field's 25th anniversary season. Stokes Jr. a tremendous catch at the fence. Found the wall. Didn't have to jump up against it like he did on that triple by Kramer Robertson. Not nearly the damage done to Stokes Jr.
What a good play and a gem in Master Jewelers located in Castleton. Mike Nealon and Company, Master Jewelers.
Eckelman stays in the ball game. He'll face Nootbaar, Sanchez, and Caesar in the Redbirds 7th. Try and keep this deficit at 5. The pitch to Nootbaar, called strike at the knees. Probables tomorrow night. James Marvel will go for Indy against left-hander Bernardo Flores. Marvel gets the nod on Captain Marvel night. Fouled back, and Eckelman now up 0-2 on Nootbaar. The Indians will wear specialty jerseys on field, Captain Marvel jerseys that will be auctioned off in game. Proceeds going to Indianapolis Indians charities. Eckelman's 0-2, it's outside. A Captain Marvel bobblehead giveaway as well to the first 2,500 fans through Victory Field's gates. Lined into right, a base hit. Nootbaar another knock, his 3rd of the night. He's 3 for 4. That brings up Sanchez, 1 for 3 himself with a single. Sanchez a fly out to right, a backwards K, and a single up the middle in the 5th. Pickoff attempt. Eckelman checks on Nootbaar. First pitch to Sanchez, right down the pipe for a strike. Eckelman from the first base side of the rubber. Long pause. 0-1 fastball is lined back to the backstop. Redbirds not a team that runs all that often. 0-2, tapped at the plate. Delay couldn't squeeze it, and Sanchez stays alive. Memphis with just 17 stolen bases in 27 attempts. They got their 18th earlier tonight, but that number is in the bottom quarter of the 20-team AAA East. They enter tonight tied with Toledo and Lehigh Valley for 17th most. Eckelman goes off speed. Spun a breaking ball off the plate. Sanchez did not chase. Count now at 1-2. Newbar a short lead. Grounded to third. It's a foul ball wide of the bag. Owen gloves it in foul territory and fires it up into the seats. MyIndyTV 23 tomorrow night and Sunday afternoon to go with our Fox Sports 1260 WNDE broadcast on the radio airwaves. Another 1-2 pitch from Eckelman. Here it is. Fastball just outside. Delayed himself a little bit. Tried to hold it for Derek Thomas. Convince him that it was a strike, but it was outside. 2-2. Eckelman, glove at the chest. Now comes home. It's fouled back. Look out, Howard. Karam's off. The roof and back down below. Those baseballs spray up here near the Elements Financial Club. If you're in the seats behind home plate, you can't just assume that baseball's going to stay up there. That pitch is low. It's now 3-2. We see it a few times per game where the foul balls that do sail up above the net behind home plate kick right back down below. Payoff pitch popped foul. That one out to the parking lot. I hear a fan on our crowd mic saying, "You hit my truck." I hope not.
Hang in there.
Pickoff attempt, Eckelman. Full count on Sanchez. We're in the 7th. Eckelman took over for Kranick, who went 5. Two in the first for the Redbirds. The big knock in this game. You can overcome the 2-run deficit, but 5-zip after Kramer Robertson's bases clearing 2-out double is a hit and run in action. Sharp driven back near the wall. He's at the fence and that ball's gone. Ali Sanchez goes the opposite way and drives a 3-2 pitch from Eckelman. Wins a lengthy at bat against Eckelman and extends Memphis's lead. It's now 8-1. That was an elevated fastball. Newbar was off from first base, and it just snuck over the chain link fence atop the right field wall. A single and a home run, and now the deficit swells to 7. Memphis has now scored in 4 of their 7 at-bats. Fastball strike to Matt Caesar, 0-2. Caesar, a 2-sport athlete at Villanova. Played football along with baseball. Swings through a fastball, strike 3. Caesar some time in the big leagues with the Cubs, the team who drafted him back in 2010. He's also spent time in the Padres, Diamondbacks, and Phillies organizations. 363 career Major League games under the veteran Caesar's belt, 31 years of age. But he's back in the first base dugout, and that brings up Evan Mendoza. Mendoza tonight 0 for 3. He and Nagowski, the only Redbirds who have not reached. Fly out to center, a pop out, and a ground out. Eckelman's 1-1 is popped foul. Mendoza now 1 for 9 in this series. Made his AAA debut in 2019. 1-2 pitch is lined past a diving Defoe into right center. Sharp was shaded in that direction. Mendoza collects his first knock, and now it's down to Nagowski, who's the only Memphis Redbird to not get on base. Juan Yepez, 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. Yepez, 23 years of age. The pitch. It's a strike. Yepez came over in a 2017 trade with the Atlanta Braves. Entered this season as the Cardinals' number 17 prospect, according to MLB Pipeline. Pitches downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. It's got plus power. That was on display in 2019. Played in 71 total games across 3 levels. Takes a high fastball, 2-1. 25 games with single A Peoria. 29 games with Palm Beach down in the old Florida State League, and then Springfield in AA. 17 games there. Eckelman pumps a strike in. It's 2-2. Yepez from Caracas, Venezuela, the largest city in Venezuela. Population up over 2 million. He's worked the count full against Matt Eckelman. Shea Spitzbar throws for Indianapolis. The payoff. Belted out to left. This is trouble. Alford's on the track at the wall, and that ball is way out of here. Well, I teased his power. He had 10 home runs in 2019. That one is first in AAA. It's another 2-run home run here in the 7th inning. 4 runs are in against Eckelman. And Memphis up to double digits. It's now 10-1, and that's going to be it for Eckelman. The launch angle on that home run, way up there. That one sailed out over the lawn, deep to left. Eckelman knew it. Yepez knew it as well. The bat flip. The long ball knocks Eckelman out of the ball game. Will Craig looks like he's going to exit the ball game as well. So it's a double switch. Christian Bethencourt will enter. He can slide Shea Spitzbarth into the cleanup spot for Indianapolis. He comes on in relief. And now in the 9-hole for Indy is Bethencourt. Well, the 10 runs, the most Indy has allowed since giving up 14 down in Nashville. That game was a week ago tonight. The last Indians loss, in fact. But now it's Spitzbarth out of the pen to take his warm-up tosses. Spitzbarth riding a scoreless streak. has been good for Indianapolis out of the pen. The entire bullpen, for the most part, has been terrific this season. And Spitzbarth will start with a clean sheet, but 4 runs already in for Memphis, their largest inning of the night. It's another Indiana 8-1-1 call to the bullpen. When the Indians turn to their bullpen experts, you can turn to the experts at Indiana 8-1-1 for your underground utility digging needs. Know what's below by going to 811now.com. Spitzbarth from Staten Island, New York, 26-year-old, acquired by Pittsburgh in the AAA phase of last year's Rule 5 draft. This year for Indy, 2-1 in 13 appearances, a 1.23 ERA. AAA East opponents, a 189 average against him, 11 strikeouts, 7 walks in 14 2/3 innings. He's allowed 10 hits, one of them a home run, but just 2 runs allowed. Acquired in that Rule 5 draft from the Dodgers organization. Had some brief stints with AAA Oklahoma City in both 2018 and 2019. Misses high to Connor Capel. Actually, that's Webb. Capel was the pinch hitter. Webb into the 9 hole, and he bats for himself. And Webb with a 9-run advantage now. He ought to feel pretty comfortable out on the mound. Worked a 1-2-3 6th. Twirls the bat above his left shoulder. Takes a high heater, belt high strike from Spitzbarth for out number 2. The backwards K for Spitzbarth. That rolls the lineup over for Memphis now to Scott Hurst. On base 3 times, 2 walks, a double, a stolen base, and 2 runs scored. All Memphis this evening. Howard, all good things must come to an end. The Indians and their undefeated streak against Memphis in regular season history is going to end at 3-0.
Well, he can't quit yet.
Yeah, that's true. Look at the big leagues.
Yes.
You've been referencing what's going on with Pittsburgh.
And the Pirates are ahead 11-1 at the end of 6. It's now 11-10. Pirates over Cleveland. Runners at second and third, 2 outs in the 9th inning.
And who am I to say that this game is over? Because I was on the call 7 years ago in Single A. A game that was 17-1 after 5. And the team that I was calling games for, Howard, scored 19 unanswered. They won 20-17 in 12 innings.
Do you have a voice left?
Not really. A game-tying grand slam in the top of the 9th. The call is out there somewhere.
And Bobby Bradley is the batter for Cleveland against Rich Rodriguez.
3-1 count on Scott Hurst. Spitzbarth set the pitch, called strike. Looked like the split finger there from Spitzbarth, 3-2.
But I know what you're saying. It's highly unlikely, but you never quit because there's no time clock.
3-2 pitch from Spitzbarth. Blows it past Hurst for strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Shea out of the Indy bullpen, but Memphis adds to its lead. It was 6-1 entering the 7th. It's time to stretch midway through the 7th, but it's 10-1 Redbirds here on Fox Sports 1260 and MyNDTV 23. Another look at downtown Indianapolis. 10-1 Redbirds. And from our center field cam, look at that Elements Financial Club. Retractable 37-foot door that opens the interior of the club to the outer seating. Best seat in the house. $75 a ticket. Buy a table for 4. Comes out at an even $300. All you can eat, all you can drink. First pitch to Wilmer Defoe from Tyler Webb is ripped straight back to the screen, 0-1. Defoe's average at 143, 1 for 7 with Indianapolis. Had the game-winning hit last night to give Indy their second walk-off win of 2021.
And the Pirates held on. Rich Rodriguez struck out Bobby Bradley with men at second and third, 2 outs in the ninth. The Pirates, who led 11-1, beat Cleveland 11-10 to end a 10-game losing streak.
0-2 pitch to Defoe is ripped foul late on a Webb fastball. We're midway through June. Pittsburgh in the basement of the NL Central. 0-2. Defoe gets rung up on a high fastball. Didn't like the call from Thomas, but trailing by 9. Just gonna make the slow walk back to the third base dugout. 1 away now for Hunter Owen. But for a Pittsburgh roster in a rebuild, who were some of the pieces on that roster, Howard, that you could see the Pirates shopping?
Rich Rodriguez.
Rich Rodriguez being one of them.
Yeah, he might be first and foremost. I think possibly Adam Frazier, although he's still young. I'd like to see him stay. But they mention him a lot, too.
1-0 fastball from Webb to Owen is fouled back. Colin Moran could be an option for some teams.
That's definitely true. And he may not bring what Rodriguez or Frazier would bring.
Owen out in front of a breaking ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gregory Polanco is one that they'd like to shop, but he's got a price tag next to his name.
Well, that's true, but if he was doing well, I think someone would want him. But he's struggled big time last year. He struggled this year.
1-2 is bounced slowly to second. Charging as Robertson. Quick throw to first in time. Owen out by a step. And there's 2 away.
Gregory Polanco has the ability to be a terrific player.
Polanco's battled some injuries at the highest level. We've seen him here on a couple of rehab assignments.
I remember when he was here a couple of years ago, he said, my shoulder doesn't feel right. I said, I see. And then not too long after that, he said, hey, that's it, and shut it down. We were in Columbus at the time.
Polanco, who has played primarily in right field, pitches low to Troy Stokes Jr. for a ball. That's the last spot you want to have an outfielder with a banged up shoulder. And you could see a lot of teams getting really aggressive anytime a ball was not even really hit in the gap all the way to the wall. It was just anything that drifted out there. You'd see wide turns around first and a lot of guys trying to take extra bases on him. From the rotation, you have guys like Chad Kuhl, Stephen Brault, if he gets healthy, could be options for teams in contention as well. Tapper back to the mound. Stokes Jr. retired on the comebacker. And it's another 1-2-3 frame for Tyler Webb. We've played 7 full, all Memphis on a Friday night in downtown Indy. 10-1 Redbirds. Another look at our Biff Ward real estate. Who covered the most ground in the outfield tonight? Troy Stokes Jr. He's chased a few fly balls that sailed over the wall, but the ones that stayed in the park, he's done a nice job defensively. A nice catch at the fence for our Master Jewelers gem of the game, and now he owns the Biff Ward, who covered the most real estate, Howard.
And you talk about real estate, Biff Ward is right there at the top. The Biff Ward Group. Her daughter Casey, in addition to Biff, Alex, and Megan. Biff Ward, she's been at the top for decades. So we go to the 8th inning. Kramer Robertson leads off against Shea Spitzbarth. Indians have won 5 in a row. The pitch is in at the knees for a strike. Memphis is leading this game 10-1.
Howard revisiting that pitching change after Liberator was removed through 5.
And this one's inside.
We saw Seth Elledge take warm-up pitches down in the bullpen, come on in relief, or at least he thought he was going to enter the ball game for the bottom of the 6th, but his name was not on the active lineup card, so he was deemed ineligible.
Fastball high. Well, that's the same thing I was telling the story about. Vern Law managing Denver in 1984, and he didn't have Guy Hoffman, a lefty. The same thing happened. Vern Law got fired the next day as manager of the Denver Bears for that. Fastball bouncing ball up the middle, backhanded beautifully by Defoe. He got him. A terrific play by the Indians' second baseman. Not only backhanding it going against the grain, but he got plenty on the throw to Will Craig, to Christian Betancourt, and there's one away.
Well, through the first 2 games that we've seen Defoe at this level, he's going to be a treat to watch defensively. Started at third last night and had a few nice plays charging from his position.
Absolutely.
And now flashes the range up the middle from second. Sure, he can play some short as well. A glove like that, you can play wherever you want.
Nagowski swings, fly ball deep right center. Sharp goes back, has room, makes the catch on the warning track, and there are 2 away. Two up, 2 down. Here's Lars Nootbaar. He's hit a 2-run homer and singled twice. 2-run homer in the first inning gave Memphis the lead. 1 Indians run tonight, a home run by Jason DeLay. Spitzbarth sets and delivers. Swung on, line to center. It may hang up at will. Sharp's there to make the catch. You talk about a quick 1-2-3 inning. At the end is 7.5. It is Memphis 10, Indianapolis 1.
Dixon, 36 years of age, a new pitcher for the Cardinals. And he just recently signed, announced earlier this afternoon by St. Louis Post-Dispatch reporter Derek Gold. Dixon is 36 years of age, and he's trying to get back to the major leagues for the first time in a long time.
10 years.
Pitched 14 2/3 major league innings for St. Louis way back in 2011 and 2012. He joined the Oryx Buffaloes of the Nippon Professional Baseball League over in Japan. Spent the next 8 years there with Oryx, Japan's highest level of professional baseball. First pitch to Jason DeLay is fouled off. Dixon out of the bullpen. He takes over for Webb, who was perfect with 2 scoreless innings.
DeLay has walked and homered. Now, the 2 situations, the one with Vern Law and the one tonight, are much different. The pitch is high a ball, in that tonight the pitcher who came in had just been added to the roster, so his name wasn't on the card. In the case of Vern Law, it had happened before with him that season. He'd forgotten to list players on the lineup card, and Guy Hoffman had been with the team for quite some time, so the White Sox had had enough after it happened again, and they, as I said, they fired him the next day as their AAA manager. And a fastball outside, and that's a ball. But this is a much different situation. New pitcher on the team, and he just had not been added to the card. The 2-2 delivery. Inside, ball 3.
If he does get back to the big leagues, there's still a couple of Cardinals with that major league team that would have been there the last time Dixon pitched for St. Louis. Yadier Molina behind the plate, Adam Wainwright on the mound.
There's a foul left side out of play. We were delayed an hour and 9 minutes at the outset due to rain. And Memphis ahead 10-1, bottom of the eighth. Defense straight up, the 3-2 pitch. Strike three called, belt tie outside corner. Now Christian Betancourt. Right-hand batter.
Dixon is the second arm the Cardinals have added recently. They actually had just signed veteran left-hander Wade LeBlanc.
The right-hander's pitch, swing and a miss, strike one.
LeBlanc pitch here. Does that name ring a bell, Howard?
The name rings a bell, yes, but I don't think here. 0-1 delivery. Ground ball hit slowly to third. Yepez has got it. Double clutches. Submarine throw. Close play. In time. Mr. Nagowski with that footwork, the first baseman. You know, he's just coming off the bag a little too quickly, I think, but he's getting away with it. Two away. Here's Anthony Alford. He's singled and doubled. He continues his hot hitting. Bottom of the eighth. Memphis leading 10-1. Dixon delivers. Big chopper to third. One hop to Yepez, who fires accurately to Nagowski. 1, 2, 3. After 8, Redbirds 10, Tribe 1. Welcome back to Victory Field, downtown Indianapolis. Large crowd on hand. And it's been a rough night, but we play a lot of games. Nick Mears took a page out of Ryan Duran's book and fired one above everybody and everything. Those of you who had not heard of Ryan Duran, he pitched in the 50s and 60s, and he didn't see too well, didn't have good control. And he'd come and fire one back to the screen to make the hitters even more nervous. Nick Mears, Shane, into pitch.
Yeah, another Indiana 8-1-1 call to the pen. Indy, it's their third reliever out of the bullpen. Eckelman went an inning into third, gave up 2 home runs, 5 runs, all of them earned on 5 hits, a walk and 2 strikeouts. Chase Spitzbarth faced 5 batters, sent them all back to the dugout. Couple of strikeouts for Spitzbarth, and it's now 24-year-old Nick Mears on the bump. Mears this year for Indy, 9 games, a 9.35 ERA, 9 earned runs in 8 2/3 innings. Does have high strikeout numbers, 16 strikeouts. It's almost 2 Ks per every inning of work.
Ali Sanchez leads off. He takes a high fastball, ball 1. Sanchez is single to right and hit a 2-run homer to right center field. Here's the stretch and the 1-0 pitch. Fastball outside, ball 2. It was close.
Mears made his major league debut August 8th last year against Detroit. Pitched in 4 games for the Pirates. Jumped up over AAA.
Fastball drilled to right center field and deep, and that ball's way back. Hustling back is Sharp, and he makes the catch on the warning track on a ball well struck the other way. Rising line drive put out center fielder. 1 away, and now Matt Caesar, who's 1 for 4, is single. So we're in the top of the 9th, and Memphis is ahead 10-1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Starting pitchers, Liberatore and Kranick are the pitchers of record. Breaking ball outside and in the dirt. Liberatore, the young left-hander, highly touted, did an excellent job. 1 run, 4 hits, only walked 1 batter in 5 innings. Struck out 3. And a breaking ball low outside. That's a ball. 2-1.
Howard, one thing I had not kept tabs on really outside of AA Altoona was the rest of the Pirates farm system. The big league team having their struggles. But in the minor leagues between single A Bradenton, high A Greensboro, AA Altoona, and here in Indy.
Fastball high.
Bradenton is 24-14. Greensboro 21-18. Altoona 24-14. And the Indians, they come up short tonight, will fall to 21-18. But every team in the system well over 500.
Okay, 3-1 pitch. Fastball, swing and a miss. Count full.
And from a prospect standpoint, there are some guys in AA that if we don't see them this year, we certainly will next year. Ronzi Contreras, a starter that came over in the Jameson Tyone trade with the Yankees back in January.
3-2 pitch. High ball 4. So a 1-out walk. O'Neill Cruz is the number 1 prospect.
I was going to get to him. O'Neill Cruz, about a week ago, had a week-long stretch for the curve where he was hitting everything in sight, and most of them sailing out to the roller coaster at People's Natural Gas Field in Altoona.
Evan Mendoza takes outside, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Memphis ahead 10-1 in the 9th inning. And a fastball is way high, ball 2, 2-0.
Now, when a guy like O'Neill Cruz does arrive to Indianapolis, there is certainly an adjustment, Howard, because as you come up through the minor leagues, you do face a lot of guys at, within the same age range as your age. So O'Neill Cruz in his low 20s, most guys in AA in that same age bracket.
Fastball way outside, ball 3.
But you get to AAA. Every now and then you see a guy like Stephen Wright, 36 years old. You see veterans at this level hanging on to their careers, still trying to show they have some things left in the tank on the mound or at the plate.
And a fastball is a strike at the knees, 3-1. Well, you're right. And Stephen Wright, by the way, has done a very nice job for this team. Pitched very well on Tuesday. And the one thing about O'Neill Cruz, though, is he going to remain a shortstop? That's the question. And a fastball is over the outside corner above the knees, and the count's full.
He had a play 2 nights ago for the curve. A ball that went off the left field wall. The left fielder for Altoona misplayed it. The carom came all the way back towards short. About halfway from the wall in the cut of the infield.
Fastball fouled back.
And O'Neill ran out to pretty much where the left fielder would have set up shop when the pitch was thrown. There was a runner on second who decided to try and score, and it was a bad decision. Cruz with a missile from the outfield, and that gets Pirates fans talking. Just like you said, will he move to the outfield? Well, he showed he's got a cannon.
Fastball reached for, fouled back on the screen. Count holds 3-2. Memphis ahead 10-1, 1 on, 1 out in the 9th inning. $6,573, our largest crowd so far this season. 50% capacity. And a breaking ball, swing and a miss at a pitch that was outside and in the dirt. Strike 3, and there are 2 away. Now Juan Yepez, who is singled and hit a 2-run homer. 2-run homers have been the thing for the Memphis Redbirds tonight. They've hit 3 of them. Nootbaar, Yepez, and Sanchez. And a breaking ball way outside and in the dirt. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Top of the 9th. Memphis ahead 10-1, 2 down, a runner aboard. The 1-0 delivery, fastball swung on, fly ball, short center field. Here comes Sharp. He makes the running catch. Side retired. At the end of 8.5, Redbirds 10, Indians 1. Welcome back to Victory Field. Some of the fans enjoying themselves. An hour, 9-minute rain delay at the outset, Shane, and we have another new pitcher.
We do have another pitcher for Memphis. It's their 3rd reliever out of the bullpen. They went with the lefty Tyler Webb for 2 frames, 6 up, 6 down. Brandon Dixon, 3 up, 3 down. So the Redbirds pen, which has struggled for the most part this year, has not allowed a base runner. And it's now left-hander Evan Krasinski who's on for the final 3 outs in this ball game. Krasinski, 26 years of age, a 9th-round pick of St. Louis back in 2017. Played at East Carolina University. Spent 4 years there. He's originally from Franklin, Wisconsin. He did pitch earlier in this series. Wednesday night, gave up 1 run on 1 hit. He walked 1, struck out a man in a Tribe 6-1 victory.
And his pitch to Chris Sharp is low, ball 1.
Was a Florida State League All-Star in 2018 with High A Palm Beach, and split the 2019 season between Memphis and Springfield.
Memphis leading this one 10-1. Fastball, high, ball 2. The Indians' 5-game winning streak on the line. This will be a 2-0 pitch to Sharp. It's a little high, ball 3. Chris 0 for 3. The left-hander stretches and delivers. And a fastball is high, and with a 9-run lead, Krasinski issues a leadoff walk. An MHS walk for health.
For Indy, that's their 2nd walk. And the first base runner Indy has had against the Memphis bullpen.
That's right. They had 3 perfect innings, the 6th, 7th, and 8th. Kevin Kramer, the batter, he pops it foul, straight back, going to be out of play. Strike 1. Kramer's fly to left, line to left, and struck out. And this one's outside, a ball, 1-1. Last of the 9th. Memphis is out, hit the Indians 13-4. This one is inside, ball 2. Bly Madras on deck to pinch hit for the pitcher. And this one's outside, ball 3. Three and 1. The left-hander sets and delivers. Way outside, he's walked 2 in a row with a 9-run lead. Another MHS walk for health. So here is Bly Madras pinch hitting. We're in the bottom of the ninth. Ali Sanchez goes out to the mound to talk to his left-hander.
Your attention, please. Pitch hitting for the Tribe. Number 14, Bly Madras.
2 men on, no one out in the bottom of the ninth. Memphis leading 10-1. Night game tomorrow, 7:05. Bernardo Flores and James Marvel, the probables. Captain Marvel night. Pitcher Marvel. There's a strike. Outside corner. 0-1. Fastball right down the middle, strike 2. $6,573 on hand. Victory Field is the place to be. 0-2 delivery. In the dirt, ball 1. And we also have a day game Sunday, 1:35. Mitch Keller will go a couple of innings out of the bullpen on Sunday. Kids eat free every Sunday at Victory Field. We have fireworks after this game. Friday night fireworks. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 1 away. Wilmer Defoe, the batter. And we've watched him the last couple of days, and he can play. Fine defensive player. Got the big hit to win the game last night, a switch hitter. Batting right-handed against the lefty. Breaking ball, strike called, knee high inside corner. Last of the ninth, 2 men walked in the inning. Sharp at second, Kramer at first. Defense straight away, infield DP depth. Breaking ball a little bit outside, ball 1. Here's a swing and a high fly ball into short right center. The right fielder is calling, and Nootbaar has it for the second out. Indians down to their final out. Here's Hunter Owen. He is single, was out trying to stretch it into a double. Struck out and grounded out. Two on, 2 out, last of the ninth. Redbirds 10, Indians 1. Indians won the first 3 in the series. Breaking ball in for a strike. Indians came in with a 5-game winning streak, their longest such streak of the year. 0-1 delivery. Outside with a breaking ball. Memphis 10 runs, 13 hits, no errors. The Indians 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Every once in a while you're going to have a night like this. It doesn't happen often. And a fastball, swing and a miss for strike 2. A pitch at the letters. 1-2. Troy Stokes Jr. on deck. And the runners again lead. The lefty sets and delivers outside with a breaking ball. Ball 2. 2-2. Left-hander stretches and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out with a breaking ball, and this game is over. And from the Indians' perspective, let's get out of here and get them tomorrow. A rough night tonight. Those things happen. Memphis wins it 10-1. Thanks for watching the Indianapolis Indians on My Indy TV. Indians post-game extra is next. I'm Howard Kellman with Shane Ryder.